All right. Well, I guess we'll go to the next segment. We'll start predicting some of these games.
That's good.
Yes, sir. All right. We got LSU going to Ole Miss. So let's see here. The spread for this game is. Let's see here. What is the spread for this game? Derek, are you seeing the
They're
spread on your end?
three and a half.
Or it's 3.5. Yep. Yep.
Oh, Miss
Ole
three and a
Miss.
half.
LSU. So it's basically
Yep.
it's at LSU. Yeah, so it's a toss up.
Well, it's Ole Miss 3.5.
Oh,
This is going to be a high scoring game,
LSU.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
This is
I
going to be like
know.
a 70-point game. Not a
It
total
actually
score.
might be. It might actually
Total
be.
score.
The
It's
over
not
under
going
is
to.
64.5.
Yeah, that's going to be like 70. Because
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
That just makes me smile thinking back to A&M LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever when it was like, what was it, like set 63, 60 something?
Oh yeah, and all those
You remember that game?
overtimes.
Yeah, and then they changed the rule to make it so you had to go for two. Like right
Mm-hmm.
after that, they were like, "Yeah, no more of that. And we're not doing six overtime." I was like, "No, seven
But
We all
overtime.
yeah,
Hey,
liked it.
keep it going."
Yeah.
the Rebels versus
Man,
the Kittens.
I'm gonna take LSU in this one. A night game in Death Valley. You can't go against him. Whiffin Kiffin, he's gonna go in there and he's gonna whiff. He's not gonna be able to do it. Bro couldn't even take care of Kentucky at home. You're not going to LSU and winning at Death Valley at night. No way. I'm taking LSU money line on this one.
Yeah, I'll go LSU as well.
You like
Yeah,
money line or points?
Mm,
Plus 3.5, or do you think they'll just win outright?
no, it's gonna no the 3.5. Yeah,
three.
I don't think they're gonna win.
By the way, it's over under 61 and a half. The start out was 64 and a half, so it's actually even better to do the over. I do believe I hate to tell you this, but I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss blows out LSU. I really do. I think Ole Miss finds some spark and they finally get their signature win. They piss off somebody, and yeah,
Yeah, you might be
and
right. I mean, I could see it. Um, I could see Ole Miss just because you kind of saw a spark against South Carolina. I'm still taking LSU just because I just think that Lane Kiffin in some of these big games, he just doesn't do it. But
mhm.
at the same time, I don't know how big of a competition LSU is right now. But dude, Death Valley, man, I just don't like betting against Death Valley at a night game. So,
LSU's undefeated in the conference too. And,
mhm.
but the kittens are not going to
Well,
win this.
they're 1-0, Derek.
Yeah,
Kittens.
they're seasoned. They've played so many, all of one.
Yeah,
I
man,
mean,
they're dominating that conference right now.
that
1-0,
USC game.
baby.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh,
So yeah.
anything else you
Really.
guys want to add about this game, Sam? Anything that you wanted to add?
Nah,
All right.
not on this one.
Okay, then let's go to the Ohio State Oregon game.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I think that's
Mhm.
actually going to be. I mean, depending on how UT OU is, I mean, I think Ohio State Oregon is might be that marquee game this week. I think it might be the
So
one to watch.
Ohio State's favored by 3
Hmm.
on the
Yeah,
road.
yeah, on the road. I'm gonna go with Ohio State. I do think they're gonna pull this one out,
Yeah, I do too. I think
making
they're going to beat the
a statement
spread.
game.
You think that
That
they beat the
50.
spread? Three and a half,
Uh,
or 3 points is the
oh yeah,
spread.
yeah, I do. Yeah, they will.
You know what? This 53.5 over under is quite low. I mean,
I don't
I,
know. Ohio State's defense is legit.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah,
well, here,
what?
Dylan Gabriel. Let me put it
I'm
out
more
there.
confident on that other over under the LSU game than this one. I think that this
Uh,
could maybe turn into something that
Really?
we don't expect.
you telling me that it's not gonna I you know what, I would agree with 60 points being over under, but if anything less, you better be picking that over. That they you're talking about uh 30 something to uh 20. Okay, you really think it's gonna be like that, or you think it's gonna be a shootout?
I don't know. Some of those Ohio State games can be like that though. Like sometimes, like in this type of situation, when you think that there's going to be a bunch of scoring, it just ends up being like a bunch of stupid mistakes, turnovers, and it becomes
And
like
yeah, late game heroics types thing, just to keep
right,
them in the game,
exactly.
or not, yeah, or just
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
And
But you
Ohio
know,
State's a defensive team, man. Like they really are, and I think Oregon is going to play to that too. Is that they're going to focus so hard on stopping Ohio State's offense because if they can't stop Ohio State's offense, they're in trouble because
you know,
their defense is legit.
the thing is, my biggest wish is Ohio State smashes Oregon and brings a Boise State's loss way down.
ugh,
Oh, look what he's doing.
no, no, no. We're supposed to be rooting for the blue.
But that's the thing. That's what sucks about Boise State being part of the Mountain West. You know,
I
luckily
know.
they're
Hey,
going to
not
the
And now
next
the
year.
Pac-12.
Pac-12. Hey, bro, Pac-12, bro. Put some respect
Hmm.
on the Pac-12 of Fresno, Utah, all the state
I s-
schools.
I still
Oh
think the Pac-12 should go after Texas State, man. Texas
no,
State has
yeah,
done
yeah,
They
pretty well.
probably will.
yeah. No, I think that
You
they
know,
will. Yeah,
but right
because
now Texas State's staying off the record right now. I think they were trying to get them to go to the Mountain West. And I don't think they want to. I think
yeah,
they
I think
really want to
they're
go to
gonna
the
take.
Pac-12.
Yeah, and I would do that. I mean, yeah, I would rather go to the Pac-12 if I was Texas State. And then it sucks because like UTSA, UNT, they all committed still to staying with the American. But I mean, who knows what's gonna
Oh,
happen with that? But
stupid.
yeah, I know that the Pac-12 just wants a Texas team bad, and with
Of
how
Yeah,
course.
much Texas State has invested in their program in recent years, I could see them easily pulling them over.
yeah.
Although
Well, the thing they're going to
is
make
Texas
more
State a
money
tier one
and
research university?
hmm?
Is Texas
What was
State a
that?
tier one research? Are they a tier one research university? Like, does the
Um,
Pac-12 used to have like stipulations because it used to be kind of like, oh, we're like academically like better than everybody, but I don't.
they got
They may have
research.
loosened.
Come on, they got a tier one research team. They depending on what subject you're talking about, but they always go down and they're big in their geography research team. They also big in but they have political figures on their team on their school too. They literally have what's his name? The guy from El Paso is now teaching at Texas State who ran for president.
I don't know.
Yeah. He also ran against Ted Cruz.
Um,
Starts with a
yeah, I
B.
don't know.
Uh,
But he now teaches at Texas State.
Hmm.
yeah,
So
so we'll see what they end up doing if they decide to move or not. But
he's
I
in
mean,
Texas.
would you take the Mountain West over the Sun Belt?
Hell yeah, they're only getting $2 million in TV deals at the Sun Belt. Mountain West is
Isn't
getting like 7 million.
Yeah.
And but
and even
the
then,
thing is,
yeah,
the Pac-12 is getting 8 to 15 million, depending on who goes to that team. I mean that conference. So that's why I think Texas State's waiting for the Pac-12 because they want to be a part of that. And if they have 10 teams, and that's all they needed to be recognized as a conference, the split's going to be great.
Yeah.
And now
Well,
they're talking
let's
about T now they're talking about TV deals, being part of the NIL deal, NIL, where some of that TV deal has to go to the players.
mhm,
So,
let's get to some of these other games um before we got to get out of here because we are
yeah,
running out of time. Um, let's go to the big finale, the Red River rivalry. We got Texas and OU playing in Dallas, Texas. The spread is 14.5 in favor of Texas. In
Oh,
my opinion, that is absolutely ridiculous for this matchup. I'm going to take the points on Oklahoma all day on this one because I think it is far more likely that Oklahoma loses a close one or could possibly even win this game than get smoked by more than 14 points. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying that it is more
yeah,
likely that this game is going to be close or even a Oklahoma victory. I have seen this game play out where the team that doesn't look like they have a shot ends up winning plenty of times in this matchup. It's been Texas before, it's been OU before, and never use stats for this game. Just sit back and watch and just flip a coin. So I'm going to take
Yeah,
plus 14 Oklahoma on this one.
what's the over under on this one?
It's going to be 50.5.
I'm gonna take the over.
Mm.
yeah,
I think it's gonna be. Oh,
I mean, this one
man,
could
I
be an
actually don't.
ugly one. Like this one could be like a defensive battle because Texas has a
Yeah,
good
yeah. It's gonna
defense
be,
and OU does
dude, they're
too.
great.
OU
Yeah,
does not want to have a shootout with Texas. They want this to be low scoring and a bully ball
yeah. It's just
attack.
yeah. It's just when it's like a
this,
rivalry like this,
I
it's just
know.
different. The
this
intensity.
is
It's like you
also
never
the
know. Like
this is also the best defense that Texas is going to be playing up to this point. Because OU's
Right.
defense, look at them against Tennessee. They really make Tennessee
Yeah.
work, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Yeah,
look
they
at the
almost did
past.
as well against Tennessee as Arkansas did. Like they
Now,
almost did as well as them.
did you know that the past 15 years of these rivalry games, the plus has always been of like you say it's 14.5 right now. You
Yeah.
betting the plus 14.5 will be a better chance of winning because I think the past 3 years, only three times it's actually gone the minus way.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't matter
It,
who's
it,
on the team.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whenever I see that in a rivalry game like this, and I do this all the time with Alabama and Auburn, Georgia and Auburn. If there's a big plus points on there, I take that every time. There was a time that
Yeah.
Alabama was favored against Auburn by 21 points. That game went to overtime.
Hmm.
So
I might take that bet too.
yeah, yeah, it's just you're taking plus 14 Oklahoma,
I mean, I don't always win, but you know what? If I get proved wrong, I'll be like, "Go, good job, Texas. Good job." I'm gonna
huh?
lose big, right?
Beat him softly, would you, Texas? Don't beat him
You
too
know,
hard.
if I go win money, you might as well pull out you, okay? Like,
Sam, what are you thinking on this one for the spread here?
mm,
14.5, Texas.
man, I don't know. I At first I thought that it might be a shootout, and it might go high, and that Texas might cover. 14 points? No way. No. I don't think they cover that. I think it's going to be
Hmm.
closer.
mhm,
Yeah, I think it's possible. It's just I don't think it's as likely as the alternative. I think
Yeah,
that it's like a 70% likelihood that it's going to be closer than that. Even if OU doesn't even win, I think it's going to be closer than that 70% more likely.
yeah.
And yeah,
What was the score
so
from a couple years ago when UT blew them out? Because didn't
it
they
was
like
like
trade like
49 to
40
0
to
or something.
right? And then the next year, didn't
49. Yeah.
OU won the next year, right?
OU
Last
won
year,
the next
yeah,
one.
Texas is the
Yeah.
right?
favorite.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah. So that would be a good one too, actually.
Mhm.
That one in Oregon
Mhm.
and Ohio State. I think those are the two big ones.
I'm surprised it's 2:30. What time's the Oregon game? Because if they're both in the same time, that's messed up. They need to fix that.
If it's late
Oregon
too, because it's
game
in
is at
Oregon.
6:30. We got Ole
Okay.
Miss and
Ooh.
Oregon at the same time. Oregon, Ohio State, Ole Miss, LSU at the same time.
Nobody's
Um,
gonna be watching Ole Miss LSU.
so let's do
Right.
this. Let's do this game too. There's actually two games that I quickly want to go over, and that's Penn State at USC and Colorado hosting Kansas State. So let's start at Penn State real quick. What do you guys think? Penn State's favored by 4.5 here. The over under is 50.5. USC is hosting. I personally think
Yeah.
USC are frauds. I think Penn State's going to go in there. I do not think Penn State's a top 4 team, which they are ranked that right now. I don't think that's accurate, but I do think that they're good enough to go to USC and beat them pretty convincingly. I'm going to take PSU minus 4.5.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Just because I think Lincoln Riley's, I don't know, it's definitely falling right now. So USC is
Yeah,
definitely on that pretenders watch or fraud watch right now. But we'll
right.
see. Yeah. So I think I would take Penn State as well. They're ranked
Okay.
4. Is that what you said?
4. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you're looking at right now. That's a 4.
What?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Uh,
Who have they?
I
Wait.
got my
Who
bold
have they played?
prediction here. I got my
Yeah. Okay.
bold prediction. I got Penn State losing to USC because I think Penn State's a fraud too. I think USC is just better than Penn State, even though they're both frauds.
I think
Uh,
Penn State is a top 15 team.
Penn
Like,
State should be ranked.
I don't know
No,
about
I'm
that,
joking.
Derek. Like,
I'm joking. I'm just
I
messing with that. No, but I do. Penn State barely beat Bowling Green. You
so
know,
did A&M.
you know who beat Bowling Green? I think it was Bowling Green. I think
A&M barely beat them. And you've been speaking so high of A&M lately.
aliens found their spark. Doesn't count. It's like
I don't know.
They
Whenever it
don't
uh,
comes
have
to
it
those
all.
small schools, don't put too much in those wins or losses. Well, actually, put it in if it's a loss. Put a lot into that. But if they win, like Tennessee was torching everybody, then they play Arkansas and they look like a high school football offense.
Arkansas
The
can't capitalize. Sorry,
well, I'm just
Arkansas.
saying Tennessee
Yeah.
was like they came in with the number one offense coming into that game, and then they couldn't even put up 20 points. I think was it 19-14. They couldn't get more than 2 scores, and they had this insane offense because they had been playing no competition. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
Just
think
don't
Boise.
take
I
too
think
much
it
from
actually
them.
has the number. Well, I don't know. It might be close. I think Boise was like in the top 5, and then I
They
thought
probably are now. They probably are
I think
now.
yeah, because Miami was number 1. I think recently with most points per game, and it's crazy. It was like 40 or 50 points. Wild.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
Derek, you're gonna take USC by how much? How much do you think USC is gonna win by?
3.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
they ain't gonna be a
All
blowout.
right, boys. Colorado hosting Kansas State. Let's end on this one. I'm going to take Kansas State. I've got to see Colorado prove that they're a legit team before I'll believe it. I got to see it with my eyes. Beating Baylor is not good enough. I got to see them beat a legit, although I'm not so sure Kansas State is legit, but this is a quality win if Colorado wins. What about you,
I
Sam?
think I think Colorado wins. I think Shador actually has a really good game. Like I think it's going to be uh, just a kind of like one of these surprising games where Colorado's going to be back, and then they're going to play another Big 12 team that they should win after beating a really good Kansas State. Well, really good, but it's still to be seen. But if they do, they might lose some games later. But I actually do think that Colorado is going to beat Kansas State
Derek
because
is
they're
mad at
hosting.
your takes. Yeah, Derek's mad at you
Colorado's
right
gonna
now.
fall.
Hey,
Colorado's gonna fall asleep. Kansas State's gonna blow them out. It's not gonna be 4.5. It's gonna be by 14. Kansas State,
Ooh, dang.
ooh, ooh.
the Big
Okay.
12 champions, right there.
Well, Derek just jinxed Colorado into a great victory this weekend. He did the
No,
same
I don't.
thing
I don't
to
have.
Dang it! I
the
should have rooted for
Miami
Oregon.
spread.
Should have rooted for
You
Yeah.
Oregon.
know what? You know what? I don't have to jinx jinx Kansas State because Dion jinxes his team anyway. So there.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The president was like, "I hope Dion stays forever," and I'm like, I don't know if you want that,
I don't know
right?
if you want that. I don't know. I think it's good, and it's good for the university. They're getting a bunch of attention and publicity.
Oh yeah,
It
nobody was talking about that,
yeah,
you know,
it
before this.
does. it does get to be a lot after a while, where it just like every headline is about something that Dion is saying, or every headline is trying to undermine his program and what he's saying. And then you get stuff taken out of context, blasted across for clickbait stuff. So, but if they start winning, that will make it a lot more interesting. It's annoying seeing all this stuff around it when they're not winning, and this is their
Right.
chance to do that. If they start here and start getting above 6 wins a season, if they can get to 8 wins, something like that, that's whenever it's like, okay, let's actually start talking about this guy more and what is he doing over there that's working,
Right. Yeah. Hmm.
All right. Well, with that being said, Sam, thanks so much for coming on. Derek, put those horns down. Everybody watching this video, please hit that like button if you enjoyed our takes. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of our takes, and comment down below if you liked Sam being on the pod, if you want him back on here, if you like some of his takes, if you like Boise Blue. Comment down below, and as Derek is letting everybody know, please hit that notification bell if you really want to be behind our content. Derek, put those horns down. Also, for Derek, put a horns down in the comments section, or you know what, if you're a Texas fan, we welcome you guys to put them up as well. So,
A&M fans, put your thumbs
A&M
up.
fans, yeah, if you want,
You go.
put that up. Razorback fans, of course, come on through, support your boy. Boise for Sam over here, Boise Blue. And, with that being said, thank you guys. We love doing this stuff. We love talking sports. And we'll be back here next week. And until then, see you guys next time.
Peace out.